Hi, everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' demonstrator in Moines, Iowa. And I do live videos every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. with my sweet husband, Steve.
I am.
How are you doing tonight, Steve?
I'm doing well.
So, we've had beautiful fall weather here in Iowa. I hope it's beautiful where you're at. And Steve did a little sprucing up late this afternoon.
Yes.
To get ready for the winter. Do you want to show them what you brought in? I'm so excited about this.
Our yard waste bin gets picked up every Tuesday. And so every Monday, I try and make sure it's full so we can get our money's worth. And, you know, we've got all these flower beds to clear out and everything, and some gardens. And the herb garden.
This started as a little plant from Lowe's that cost, what do you think it cost you? $3 or $4? Isn't that awesome? So he potted it from my garden and brought it in tonight, and my house smells amazing.
And it is
rosemary. It is rosemary. So we are ready for Thanksgiving. So all of you in the USA, Thanksgiving is next week. I would like you to put in the comments what your favorite part of the things, you know, if you know we're going to get turkey or in our case ham, what else would you want? What is your favorite, Steve?
The corn casserole.
Corn casserole. I've made corn casserole for every holiday for the last 37 years. I'm glad you like it.
Well,
that's encouraging.
There's also the pecan pie.
Pecan pie. I was thinking about, we have our smaller Thanksgiving this year. Should I not make homemade pies?
I don't think it can be Thanksgiving. I don't think you have to make 6 pies, but 1 or 2 would be good.
Okay.
Well, as long as one of them is pecan.
We'll have to figure that out.
I'm thinking pecan and
coconut cream.
Yep,
that's the answer.
Yep.
So my favorite thing besides the meat and the pie is probably the corn casserole, or Amy, my daughter-in-law in Texas, makes a delicious mashed potato casserole. I've got to say that's
pretty amazing.
That's on my list.
Yeah. Okay, they're starting to hear my stomach growling.
Okay, it's time to make something. So I have a fun project for you. On Creativity Abounds, we're doing gift packaging, and I have this cute little sack and these tags, and you could put the tags in, put them in a cello bag and wrap a ribbon, and it would be a nice little gift. So I'm going to show you the tags, and I will show you how to make the box. Everything that I used to make this came from the Sending Cheer bundle, both the stamp sets and the dies. I also used the Christmas Tidings embossing folder. These 2 things are in the fall mini catalog that's actually getting ready to retire here next week. The twine came from the 2022-24 in color twine. I used Terra tape. I use mainly Poppy Parade ink, and on one of the tags, shaded spruce. And the DSP you see on here is Merry, Bright, and Bold. Some of you know that's my favorite.
That's your jam.
It is. So I'm going to show you quick these cards. This, or tags, this was totally made out of the dies. I just cut the present out, cut the bow out, attached everything in shaded spruce. I just did all the different sentiments. This one says open me, but I left a long tag on so you could tie it on. This one is one of my favorites. This is pecan pie cardstock, popped up with Poppy Parade heart. I cut this gingerbread man out again in white and put that on the back and put the twine through it. Don't you think these would brighten up any gift package?
Yes.
The Santa's hat, again, it just came from the dies. I did put another layer of white on here because I couldn't stamp on the red for you, but you can do the to from, do whatever you want on that.
That's an interesting idea. You just put white in the very same on the back, and then you can stamp on it.
Well, like on the stocking, I stamped on the front, and it was white on the back, so I did just put the to from. And honestly, that's probably what I would have most of my take to from. I just wanted to show you all the different choices in the stamp set. And then I popped up this fur on the stocking, but super cute. And then this tag was a little different. I did a double tag. This is a die, and I ran that through the embossing folder. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Yeah.
And then I ran it through again in DSP. I'm going to show you quick, basically how to make this one, and then I'll show you how to make the bag. So if you're watching, like I said, leave a comment on Thanksgiving dinner. This week we are going to do Prize Patrol by comments left on YouTube. So we would love it if you watch our weekly lives, if you would watch them on Stampin' Mom on YouTube. So even if you watched it on Facebook tonight, hop over to YouTube, subscribe to my channel if you would. I would love that. And then it'll pop up for you when we go live every week at 7 p.m. Central on Tuesdays.
So this is an unabashed promotion for YouTube.
Sorry.
But
if you leave a comment over there, we're gonna pick the winner over there. So I am gonna go ahead and show you the tag first. I just used this die and I cut it out in Copy Parade, and then I ran it through the embossing folder. Then I ran it through with a white and also a DSP. I'm going to use the stripes tonight. And then I'm going to bring in my trimmer. If you don't have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, I had other trimmers before I started doing Stampin' Up! And it is totally the best. Now, the way I did this is I cut the DSP, and you can cut it anywhere. This is higher up. This one I'm going to put further down, but put it where you want it. Just measure where you decide to do it. I'm doing this one with the top of this at 1.5, and I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to bring the bottom half up 1/2 inch, and I'm going to cut it again. Okay, now what we're going to do, oh, that's funny. I cut the wrong one. I meant to cut this one.
I was wondering.
Say something before
I wasn't that confident.
Okay, so I'm putting the DSP in at 1.5 and bringing the bottom up at 1/2 inch. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting 1/2 inch
Out of the middle.
Out of the middle. And now pretend I have a full tag, which I don't.
Why don't you let me run one through for you?
Okay, it's sitting right over there. And here's the tag. I just need, if you look, there's more white cards clocked off to the side. That's paper, but if you look right here, it's right here is where the card slot is. See that?
Okay.
So while he's doing that, I am going to, would it be fun to watch if I did this right? I don't know. So I'm going to use some Poppy Parade ink. And I'm going to use the Ho in Ho Ho Ho. And I'm going to ink that up. Okay, so thank you, Steve. You are the best.
I am an assistant demonstrator, so I need to assist periodically.
Okay, so I'm going to take the top of the tag and I'm going to glue that onto the piece that Steve just did. I love these tweezers from the Embossing Editions Toolkit. And I'm going to line it up. Like that. And then I'm going to take the bottom piece and I'm going to adhere that. Now you don't have to do all the rest of these, was literally just running it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I just wanted to add my own flair. See if I could make something I could mess up live for you, just for entertainment value.
I have a question. So when you did the white piece and you had the little strip from the middle, couldn't you have just glued that to the top of the DFP and had the white stripe going across the DFP?
It was easier to line this up on the full white tag. So I'm just stamping the Ho 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 in there. And then you go ahead, add a piece of this, and run the twine right through. So it's super, super easy. Now I will show you how to make the gift box and or bag, whatever you want to call it. For this, I have a template, and we have measurements for that, Steve. We're going to use 3 pieces of designer series paper. This is also the Marigold and Bright. This time I used the polka dots and the fa la 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 la. So I cut 2 pieces, and they're 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. Then we're going to bring in the trimmer again so I can score. And the top is going to be scored at a 1/2 inch.
Okay, wait a second though. Your measurement says that you've got 2 at 3 3/4 by 4 1/4.
Right, this is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4.
Okay.
And then the next measurement says score the top at a 1/2 inch. He's trying to be careful that I don't mess up again. And now score the other 3 sides at 3/4 of an inch. Now I did do one of these before we got on with you. So I know some of you like a shorter video. So I'm doing 3/4 inch on all 3 of the other sides. I'll put the trimmer away. I'm going to take the bone folder. And I want the bag to go this way. I want it to be a fa la 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 bag with the dots folded over on the top. So then we're going to fold them in on all 3 sides. So this is the one I did before you got on. I folded down the top the 1/2 inch. And then as you can see, we have adhesive. I used tear and tape right here on this bottom piece. I cut out this bottom square and then I mitered my corners. Okay, so that's what this piece is. Now the piece that we're making here, I'm going to use my paper snips and cut it in on the score line from the edge to the 3/4 inch line on both sides. And then I'm going to use my tearing tape. I'm going to fold these up. Is there anything else you want to talk about outside since you were?
Well, what was the other herb that I brought in? There's another herb I brought in for you.
He also brought in the lavender.
Mm.
And we will use, well, we usually use sage for Thanksgiving, but I'm not going to make a turkey this year.
Mm. It's controversial. But, you know, we love ham. We've got a ham that they make in Mason City, Iowa. That is just...
It's Webster City.
Webster City, excuse me. Bell's Mills is what it's called. And it is just phenomenal. And everybody raves about it. And honestly, the turkey is just kind of, yeah.
The ham is so good for turkey. Sorry, Tom Turkey. We're ham
It's
people.
not that we're not turkey people, but the ham is phenomenal. So since that's always the big hit when we have Thanksgiving at our house, we're just going pure ham this year.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the 2 strips of tearing tape off the first one that I made. And we want follow the law on both sides, right? Or dots on both sides. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to center it. And I'm going to get it right
along your score line.
Along my score line.
And you got the flap too, right?
Yeah. Then I'm going to bring the flaps up and I'm going to take the tape off of there because I want both sides of the bag to look nice. Okay, so I have the tape off of both sides, and I'm going to lift up this side and make it square. Okay, you can see what I did. Now we're going to take the tearing tape off of this one side at a time. And we're going to fold this down. And you know, I'm also going to take my glue and glue the dots down. So glue that top edge down. We're going to do that on both sides. I really do like the dots for the flip over.
Yeah, it's nice that they're all different colors.
Yeah. Letting that glue dry. We're going to do the same thing over here. Get that flap glued down. I don't usually glue in the air, but hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? So
I like it. It's almost like MacGyver.
So what other questions do you have for people? I'm going to now line this up, and I took the tearing tape off here. So just make it square.
So
and we're going to fold it
here's
up.
a question. How many people have your Thanksgiving and you go straight into dessert with the pies? And how many people take a eating break and do pie later in the afternoon after people wake up from their nap after eating too much?
What do you prefer, Steve?
I definitely am take a break guy because the pie then is a real treat. It's like, okay, we finally get to eat the pie.
And then later we eat a second helping. The next day we're going to his brother's for another Thanksgiving, and I'm so happy they're having pizza and tailgate.
It's
I
a
think
tailgate.
it's an Iowa tailgate. So here are the bags. So you can see the tags fit nicely in here too. You can put all the tags in there, and you could put it in a solo bag with a little ribbon. What a fun gift idea. Now, if you're thinking, well, I don't want to make tags for anyone, I do have another video. This is just my sample box, but this fits note cards. So if you want to give note cards for Christmas, make a set of 5 or 6, 4 to 6, I guess. Put the cards and envelopes in here. Again, put it in a cello bag with a bow and maybe a tag on it.
There you go.
So lots of ideas you can do with that. But anyway, remember for Prize Patrol, go over to YouTube sometime before next week, and we will announce next Tuesday who won the Prize Patrol, and we will be excited to send you one of these gift bags. It'll be flat, and then we will send a couple tags in there too. So we love having you join us on Tuesday. We appreciate all your comments, and I hope you have a blessed week. Oh, I was going to tell you one other thing. Stamp Camp. I think we figured out the set for Stamp Camp. When we finalize it tomorrow, I will put it on my blog post. So look at stampingmom.com tomorrow, November 14th, 2023, and I will tell you what we are doing for Stamp Camp. And the seasonal sale starts tomorrow. So if you're a demo, you can order from the pre-order if you watch on stage and the seasonal sale all at the same time. If you're not a demo, cardstock and paper and all kinds of things are on sale. So it is a great time to get something for yourself at the beginning of this holiday season. Do you think I should get something for myself?
Yes, I think you're worthy.
I think I'll pick out something out of the new catalog. Demos get to do that early, so that'll be fun. But anyway, I hope you have a blessed week. Please come back every Tuesday and tell your friends to join us at 7 p.m.